Okay, this is day 3 of me trading my funded Apex account. I'm going to go over the trade that I've taken today so far, and I may take another trade. We'll see. Starting on the daily real quick, as you know, the past 2 videos I've been saying I've been skeptical of continuing to go long because we've had this huge push up. 8 bull candles in a row on the daily before even having any kind of bull candle, which we got a small one. And the only way I was thinking about continuing to want to go long is to fill this gap on the daily. And by the way, this is NQ. I'm trading micros, but this is NQ we're talking about. But I will say something. I was shown this today, and it made me not as scared to want to possibly go long. I don't typically look at the Qs. I should, because NQ follows the Qs, in a way. So I was shown this on a video today that there's a nice gap on the Qs. So that makes a little bit more sense. And then there was a gap right here on the Qs. So that kind of makes sense to me now, why the bulls were just, they're doing this. So maybe, we'll come up to this gap. I just kind of wanted to see more of a pullback before doing that. But who knows, the bulls can maybe just push right past all of this, consolidation right here and go fill that gap. And then we'll see what happens. But anyways, after seeing that, it made me feel a little bit better about taking longs. Now let's get into the actual trade that I took. I trade on the 3-minute chart, and I was looking for the 10 EMA strategy that I've been talking about. This line marks the market open for me, and at that point I am then looking for a bull candle to open and close below this blue line here, which is my 10 EMA. That would be a sell signal for me. To go long, I would look for a bear candle opening and closing above that 10 EMA. You get in above it, and I target 1.2 to 1.3 for my R, for my profit. Again, I wasn't really interested in going long too much. So we got this nice bull candle opening and closing right below that 10 EMA. So I'm like, okay, I'm definitely going to try a short again. And my whole goal with shorting was to first be able to hold down until we reach the hourly 50 EMA. This pink line is my 50 EMA on the hourly chart. The second target I wanted to hit was, if you look on the daily, I had this plan on, the day before yesterday and even yesterday. And that was to short somewhere up here to go down to the high of this daily candle right here. That is now kind of like a support area. That's what I've been wanting to do. Couldn't do it the day before yesterday. My first trade I took on this day, I lost it. The second shorting trade I took, it won, so it kind of saved my account. Same thing on, yesterday. Same thing literally happened. Loss on my first trade, trying to short again, down, but won that second short. So today was the day I was kind of looking for. Really curious to see where we'll close. This green line here, I marked that, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. This represents the high, where my target that I, really wanted to get to. So anyways, set my entry below the low of this candle. I also wanted to put it below the low of this nice indecision candle right here that had a lot of volume. Sometimes if you're not careful on your entries, you can get wicked in, and then it turns right around and hits your stop. So sometimes for me, looking for another candle, like around where I want to enter, if it's a good candle like this that has a lot of volume, I kind of want to get below that too. Now, around this time also, I ended up drawing this little trend line. Let me get this out of the way real quick. I ended up drawing this trend line. So I said, I like that. If we break, I think the bears are definitely, I had more confidence in the bears actually rolling it over finally, at least all the way down to the hourly 50 EMA. So I even thought, because of that trend line, I even thought maybe I can move my entry up a little bit, at least below the low of this candle, but still a little higher up. But by the time I was thinking about changing it, the price was like coming down really fast, and I just left the trade. I was pretty confident in this one. What is unfortunate is I only held to my 1.2 R target. Like I said, I wanted to short all the way down to this green line. I had to walk away from the computer. When we started kind of pulling up right here, I think that kind of scared me a little bit, because again, I'm just like, I've been underestimating the bulls. I've been underestimating their gas right now. So I don't want to do that. We come down on this particular candle. The fact that I did not, and you'll know the past 2 days, this is what's been happening to me, is on my first trade, price will come right really close to my target and then turn around and just stop me out. When this candle happened and we got right there and this candle happened, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to leave a runner, because of, I was going, and I did. I modified this trade to say I was playing 2 micros here. I wanted to take one off at my 1.2 target, and I wanted to leave a runner for as long as I could. But once it started pulling back up, I changed it back. I said, you know what? I'm just going to get out of the whole thing if it goes down to my 1.2 target, which it did. So that's awesome. I was not on the computer at this point, came back and saw this. And while this was coming up, I remember thinking, okay, I'm glad I didn't leave that runner, because maybe, again, I didn't want to underestimate the bulls. But once price came down and gave another bull reset candle, opening and closing below that 10 EMA, I was like, this is probably another chance to short. I had this set up right here, just like how you see it. I just did not put it into the broker. Like, I didn't place the trade, but I was thinking about it. And again, same concept on this entry. I wanted to not only get below the low of this candle, but I also wanted to get below the low of this hammer candle, which had a lot of volume. So this could have been an area that bulls would have wanted to protect and defend. I think they tried to right here a little bit. They did, this is where their gas kind of, blew out. And again, that would have been the trade I would have tried to hold all the way down, somewhere to my green line. So I would have been up a lot more today. So that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm kind of glad this is where my Apex account is now. So will I take another trade today? I mean, where else could this go, right? I mean, this could come all the way down to the 10 EMA on the daily chart. That could happen. Or I'm thinking maybe here, the tops of these candles here maybe come down here. After that, 449 and below there. I mean, I just don't know if we'll come all the way down here just today, but that could happen. If another bull candle pops in here, that will be a bull reset candle to go short under. I don't like this as much because we've already had so many bear candles in a row. Let's see what it would kind of be like. So let's say this turns into a bull candle, right? Technically, it would be like that. Let me see. Where would I put my stop? I'll take the high and the low of this candle so far. I guess, yeah, I would have to leave it like that. And then the target, I don't think I would go for 1.2 anymore at this point. Maybe I'll just hit 1R and, leave it at that. This stop is pretty large, though. I kind of don't like that. But we are below that hourly 50 EMA, which is, again, my original rules to say, yeah, you're supposed to look for shorts. Okay, so that candle it didn't close as a bull candle. Kind of just watched, and I also had to walk away from my computer for a little bit. Yeah, I drew this little pennant. Maybe people would call this a flag, bear flag. So far, it's doing what it's supposed to. I was trying to see if price was going to let a bear candle close above this 10, because I was kind of considering maybe going long, quick trade long, because I'm not gonna lie, even though this candle popped up here, I was like, I don't know that I want to short support. But as you can see, and this is the power of the rules that I have for this 10 EMA strategy, with saying if we are below the hourly 50 EMA, look for shorts. And the person that I follow this strategy on very closely, I think I've asked them a couple times, because it's so hard for me. I think I've gotten a little better at it, but when I see this and we've come all the way down like this, it's hard for me to be like, are we still gonna go lower? Like, sure, I may get the setup, but do I really want to, go lower? And I've asked, hey, like, does it matter how far price has gone in a certain direction before you keep playing the setups? Like, if price has already gone up a long, just a crazy amount, you still are looking for longs? If we're above that 50 EMA, that's crazy to me. Same thing with going short. It's like, we've already moved so far down. This is kind of what I wanted. Like, how much further can it go down before the close of today? So you're kind of seeing how powerful that rule is, despite this huge drop. Like, it's still doing it. I did not place this trade. I kind of thought about it, but like I said, I said, I don't want to short support, and I don't know, this could be an area where the bulls, bounce. And look at that, it's almost to the target. So I don't know that I'll take another trade. I'm sort of looking, to be honest with you, I'm actually looking for a long trade now if I do take anything, like to sort of catch the people like taking profit. Other than that, you know what? I think I'm done for today. I think what's getting me is I'm getting a little bit of FOMO, because I've been talking about this plan for a few days now, and the times I've tried, it hasn't worked out. Today it worked out, but I wasn't able to really capitalize on it. So I think I'm sitting here watching it because I want to take another trade, to be up the way I wanted to be up on this plan. But, I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to be done with this video. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. And I'll see you on the next one.